Hey, 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 this is your recap auntie. Hey, y'all. Hey, this is Shar. Welcome to my channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, everybody. Hello. How y'all doing? Y'all doing good? Y'all enjoy yesterday? Well, did we have a good time doing the live, baby? We had a good time. It was so good to see my rascals' faces and hear their voices and see what you had to say. And it was just so much fun. So I thank y'all for showing up and showing out, and even some new, rascals that be hiding in the bushes. It's all right. I know, I do that too on other people's channels. I do because sometimes I just don't think that my voice matters much, But I want you to know that over here, your voice does matter. It really does. So thank you for all of those who's never spoken before, but all of a sudden you start talking, and I love it. And welcome to all of my new subscribers who come. I told y'all we're on the road to 1,500. My birthday is May 3rd. We're trying to get to 1,500. We inching closer and closer, baby. We're at 1,480. So if you don't mind, Auntie don't really ask y'all for much. Y'all know I don't ask y'all for shit. Share my shit, y'all. Let spread the word. Tell your family. We here just talking about the stories. That's what we used to call the soap operas in the back in the day. We just here talking about the stories beyond the gates, and we will be we've reached our 1 year, of recording this and recapping this for a full year. Well, tomorrow, I think the 25th will be the full year that Beyond the Gates has been on the air, and we are so happy and so glad, and we love all the opinions that we come up with, the theories, honey, everything. Y'all got me thinking. My brain is on fire, honey, with all of the wonderful things that you guys have come up with as far as Grayson and maybe damn who else? Damn Carlton might be the impaler. Even our girl Miss Jasmine, honey, out in New Mexico, she said, I don't think we met that person yet. We ain't seen them, you know. Yeah, so many great ideas and so many great theories. I love it, and that's why I love y'all so much. And thank y'all again for coming by. So we are here to do a full recap, audio only, of episode number 36, season 2 of Beyond the Gates. And let's get this party started, baby. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh my God! We opened up at the red door, and guess who we see? Tide. We ain't talking about Tide, y'all. I forgot to mention about. Well, I know that James mentioned about Febreze, but Tide is there in the basket with Smitty, and we see the back of Kat. I didn't even recognize that was her. So Smitty talking to his sister-in-law. He's like, "Hey, Kat, what's the fuck's up?" A little surprise drop in and everything. Kat is dressed so cute as always. Her and her brother are dressed alike. So what you doing over there, Kat? So she says more like a wellness check. He was like, honey, more like a be nosy as fuck night. This Martin says, you ditch family night when you needed to volunteer. When I actually need your ass, then you show the fuck up. Right before my damn Zoom meeting with the campaign team. What's the T sis? Yes, she got missing whenever he wanted to send all them damn postcards to everybody. Martin is old as hell, but like I say, nothing wrong with being seasoned. But he has an old soul. He has a real old soul. Y'all, look, we 55 and up here. We got a few little youngins around here, but we grown and sexy and fine and everything, baby, over here. Kat was like, "Oh, please, honey, as if you need any help. You smile big, you kiss babies, and you never say or do anything worthy of getting memed." Smitty was like, "Nailed it." That means he's boring. So she says, honey, I was trying to convince your man here that he should have taken me to Costa Rica since, he didn't want to go. I could have went. The microphone is really bad in this scene. It's echoey. Sometimes I can hear when the microphone is crisp like mine. Y'all know that shit I went through with them bag microphones. Well, I don't like it sometimes when they're over on this set because the microphone, you could tell that it's like one of them damn boom mics. It ain't picking up good. She says, well, as the dutiful sister, I would have definitely kept him from being lonely. I promise you that. Martin was like, well, excuse me if I didn't want to bring my baby sissy to Lover's Paradise, honey. I mean. So Smitty was like, don't believe him. Look, there was a certain story that I was working on that was heating up, you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't the best time to leave town right now. That's all. I got this perfect picture of her looking right in the camera. Perfect. Yeah, he tried to dance. He said, but you could hit up that island with Tomas. They both try to dance, honey. Smitty, you ain't got no rhythm, honey. But she was doing a windy, windy. Yeah, ain't go that windy, windy. And Martin with his smarty ass with her Valentine's Day just made Junior partner, and that's the reason why Mama was her Valentine's date. Honey, please. She was like, "Don't play with me, Martin." Tomas didn't trip out or nothing like that when I skipped my Puerto Rico trip with him for Chelsea Cat's first Christmas. All right, it's called, honey, being a supportive partner, reciprocity. Maybe you've heard of it. She said. She's cooking today. Smitty tells her, and they give each other a little cute high five. How cute. So she sits down. She's like, "Wait a minute, you ain't got no smart ass comment." He was like, "Nah, not this time. You got me, sis. You got me." He says, "I put my ambitions first way too damn often instead of me giving my main the shine that he deserves." He says he learned the hard way about keeping secrets and taking people for granted. He ain't gonna do that shit again. Well, I don't know if Smitty got that same message. Samantha comes home. That, like I said, the microphone is really bad on that set. When she slammed the red door, baby, it was like boom, boom, boom. Go back and look at it, y'all. It's within the first 5-10 minutes. Boom, boom. It's like it's really hollow. The microphones on this set suck. So Samantha was kind of surprised to be there, like, "Oh, hey, Aunt Cat." And so Cat was like, "Wait a minute, bitch, you look like you surprised." I was like, I mean, I thank you, but I mean, can't stay for long." She's like, "Wait a minute, Heifer." Cat was telling her, "I brought the proofs from the shoe that you coordinated for Fenmore's presentation, girl." I'm sorry. I will check them online later. I just had lunch with Grandma, and I really have to jump on this AP Psych project. So Smitty was like, "Wait the fuck a minute. I thought you was on top of that shit." I was, but and we so it sounds like to me, Martin says that your extracurricular stuff is getting in the way of your school, huh? She talking about that ain't it. She swears. So Smitty was like, "Well, what the fuck is it then?" So she keeps taking forever to answer. They don't answer us, girl. I haven't been able to focus, okay? Not with everything that's going on with Great Grand and everything. Bitch, we are at the palace, honey, and we got the beautiful sisters. Nicole with this beautiful asymmetric dress, burgundy, that's the top that I was telling y'all about yesterday. Like when she sits down, they really have it pinned up really awkward right around her boob section. So they got a lot of safety pins right there. But it's fitting her really cute. And this damn Danielle girl with her ponytail, girl, and this badass suit. It's like it starts like with a beautiful like oranges red, and then it blends into a dark maroon, and then it goes down to a chocolate brown, and then at the end it's like black. Bitch, I'm telling y'all, Danny never gets it wrong. She never when the girl is a walking fashion show. My God. So I ain't even hear what damn Nicole said. I'm just looking at what the fuck Danny got on, girl. Now that ponytail is two different textures, girl. They should have gotten you more of a curly haired one. Now, cause that ponytail is brown, but her hair is black. But yeah, let me rewind to see what Nicole said. Yeah, that ponytail is cute, but it's not. It doesn't match her hair color. So, but it's cute. Anastasia accorded me at lunch. This is what Nicole tells Danny. Said mother collapsed at the club yesterday. Danny was like, "What the fuck? Why is this the first time I'm hearing about this shit?" I called Daddy, but he swore it was just a dizzy spell. I'm gonna make sure I have a picture of it right here on the screen. I'm gonna try to make sure I match it up. But them damn buttons right around her boobage, I have that same issue whenever I have a certain top. It'll fit in the waist, and right above the boobage, well, right on that little meaty area, honey. Them buttons be like, yike, 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 yike. So Danny was like, "But you don't think that it was, right, girl?" I mean, I want to believe that Anastasia is just stirring the pot, Nicole said. Vernon comes down the stairs and, I thought I heard you two come in. He give them both a kiss. What's all this damn whispering about, huh? Danny was like, "Honey, we're just comparing notes and trying to figure the fuck out why you summoned us here, huh? That's what we wants to know." All right, let's see. "Your mammy will explain," he says. "Come on in. She'll be right down in a minute." "Daddy, please. If this is something upsetting, just tell us now." That damn Nicole is so impatient. She tries to act like she's so in control, but she's not. Remember that time she thought that Sharon and him was kicking it, and she's like, "Let's wait," and then she's like, "We need to tell him now." Danielle is way more controlled when it comes to bad news than Nicole is. Nicole can't. She can't handle it. Then we get the bop 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 bop. Uh-huh. Yvonne, are you ready to order, honey, or are you just renting my table by the hour, honey? We are back at Orphe Jeans, and we have June there taking her order from somebody. Oh, that's Randy. Okay, Randy. I can see his little face on the side. Why they put this wig on her? June don't need that black wig. We so used to seeing her with blonde hair. Why they do that? I don't like it. So Randy is sitting there. He says his guy is running late, so he'll just hold off until his guy gets there. Who is he talking to? Who else he gonna be talking to? And June was like, just keep in mind the meter's running, she says, and she walks away. He was like, yes, ma'am. So the next table, we see Naomi is there, and she's looking at her phone. I'm thinking that she's looking at her burner phone regarding her boo. Then we do them flashbacks again. I told you, a burner? Yes, I got my own. Blah blah blah. We already know what happened. Damn music's so damn loud. Shit. Like I told you, that damn they Orphe Jeans, them damn music be so loud. Come bring it down. Well, I guess it's got to be loud because ain't nobody talking. But goodness gracious, y'all, is it just me? Let me know in the comments. Do y'all think the damn music be too? I mean, I love my shit loud now. I do, but damn, this a show, y'all. This ain't no club. So as Naomi is leaving with her little brown leather pants on and stuff, Lynette is coming in. Naomi, how's our Haley holding up? Our Haley, girl, I'm telling you that Lynette is gorgeous. She's a gorgeous chocolate drop. So Naomi was like, "Well, I checked on her ass yesterday, and she is as well as could be expected, girl." Oh, she's still a little jumpy though. And Lynette trying to be all proper. Well, tell her please to keep her head up, okay? With the police out there looking for that bastard, I'm positive it's only a matter of time. Lynette, girl, please. So remember, he said he was waiting for a dude to show up. Lynette sits at the table with Randy. I'm talking about Randy. So when she sat down, June just happened to be walking by listening because she know that he said the dude was coming by. He was like, "Look, this ain't the time now, Lynette. Now June is picking up all this shit. She gonna come back and tell us the whole story at some point." She's like, "Okay, good. Then it just won't take long. I wanted to tell you this shit face to face." Lynette tells Randy. So June ain't slick. She went right by his table so she could hear what the fuck they talk about. She's like, "I handled our little problem," she says. Randy was like, "Handled it how?" She said, he says, "My boss just walked in. Time for your ass to bounce." She says, "I'll text you the details." He said, "Yeah, whatever." So Joey gets there and throws his coat on the chair on the other side while Lynette leaves. He said, "Well, is that what I pay you for? Play footsies under the table? No, wouldn't you rather for him to play with her than with Haley? Stop it, Joey. You be playing more than footsies, damn it." So Randy was like, "What?" And Joey was like, "You heard me. What the fuck are you doing in here wasting your time when your ass should be out there looking for the motherfucker that laid hands on Haley Hamilton?" This is so funny. Now we're back at Bill's office with Double D Mosquito. That's what Jasmine calls her, honey. And Bill. So he's like, "Oh, it's Elon." So Elon is calling him. So he answers the phone. Bill don't say hello or nothing. He says, "Talk." Elon was like, "I got good news." So Bill was like, "Hold that damn thought." So he put Elon on speakerphone. He said, "Haley's ass is right here with me. You on speaker. Speak. Miss Hamilton, you can breathe easy, bitch. We got your assailant in custody." She's like, "What the fuck? The fuck you got?" Child, we back at the red door. We're not gonna go through a lot of conversation with this whole Samantha feeling sad. I mean, it's no shade on why she's feeling sad, but we know that that's not the only reason she's sad because she at some point she didn't have no escort. We know how teenagers are. Yeah, she's worried about her. Okay, she's very worried about her, but it was more so about the escort. So she's nervous about that whole escort thing. It ain't got nothing to do with Anita. So they told her that, we understand why you worried about Grant. And Mark was like, "I ain't fool. Yo, you ain't feeling sad because that's the only reason why you falling behind, honey. You got the cotillion and you got Chelsea Cat, you got the clinic, you got all this list of shit. So he was like, yeah, yeah, that's why your damn project is stalling. She's like, well, is being ambitious a bad thing? I mean, last I checked, you were sitting in the regular office and re-electing campaign. Them smart ass kids. Yeah, I could do that and still pay the bills. All right. So Smitty was like, that ain't the same. And you have that your reporter job and that secret assignment, super secret assignment that you think nobody notices. I tell you that damn Samantha. And Smitty was like, yikes. And Kat was like, yep. She says, look, I got a lot on my plate, and we all do. Now she got a big old pimple. Girl, don't them pimples make you so mad, girl? And she has beautiful skin, so it works for her character because teenagers is like that, and it's good that she got it because like okay, we can maybe work that pimple in here because she can't bust it. But yeah, it works. But I'm sure that's a natural pimple. I know she like bitch. You sure want to make your debut today, honey, but it's there, baby, on her left cheek. So they all telling her how they, we as adults, it's hard for us to juggle everything, but we can understand. So Cat was like, well, I don't want to pile on, girl, but maybe we should cut back. No, bitch, no, I don't want to cut back. No, we're gonna do Chelsea Cat. No. I mean, can we just call them, right? I mean, I just want to make sure that Great Grand is okay. If she's okay, then I can focus on my project. Because remember, she just left from damn the country club, and that damn old evil ass Anastasia was talking real bad about how she was how Anita was falling all over the table and shit. So they she was like, please pop. I'm like, why she have to beg her dad to talk to her great grandma, make she all right, make sure she cool. Anyway, we're back at the palace, and so Anita comes down, honey, with a cute little black, pantsuit. This lady is such a snazzy dresser. I love her outfit. She was like, my goodness, leaping to our feet. Did I take that long to get down here? Honey, she was coming from her elevator, baby. Danny was like, honey, you never take the elevator, mother. Are you feeling worse? I'm just conserving my energy for things that matter. So, Vernon's phone buzzes, and so is Martin. So he said, I'll take it in the study. I'll fill him in too. Talk to the girl. So this is serious? I mean, like, Nicole just want to get straight to it. Girl, you have to land softly. Like, Nicole doesn't know how to handle stress and balance. She just does not have it. Come, sit. This is what Anita tells them. So she tells them to sit. Now, you can stop holding your breath, all right? I know what you heard from Anastasia, but rumors of my rapid decline has been grossly exaggerated. Oh, well, then what happened yesterday? I was trying to escape Leslie and I stood up too fast. Then I had to sit down even faster, and unfortunately, a glass got caught in the crossfire. That's all, Danny says. That's all she wrote, Anita says. Although Leslie's version had me gasping for my last breath, honey. And she probably passed that shit right along to Anastasia. That's what Danny says. Oh, bitch. Of course, Nicole, honey. I'm sorry, but that's not why we're here. I'm thinking about damn Anita's voice. But that's not why we're here, is it, mother? I wanted you to come by so that I can tell you that I've come to a decision. I'm going to go public with my diagnosis. Public, Danny says. Oh, maybe we should talk about this. There's nothing to talk about. I already have an interview this afternoon with Gail King. Yes, Gail, you better be on there. And look who decided to bless my section. We're back at Orphe Jeans with that loud ass music. She's looking at Joey. Everybody loves Joey. They do. Everybody loves him except for the Duprees. Randy was like, bless? He was like 10 minutes ago, you were ready to evict my ass. She said, well, that's before I knew that you were meeting with Mr. Armstrong. Had I known, I would have had your usual out of the kitchen before you even touched the chair. I don't even like this whole thing. It's just too I don't like it. He says, and make me miss your lovely voice recite my order. Salmon cakes on ciabatta. You know me, creature of habit. Creature of habit with good taste, she said. Randy was like, and hey, I'll take a BLT, bitch. And Joey was like, to go. He has work to do. He always says May. And when I tell you that she ain't paying no damn attention to Randy, she ain't paying no attention to him because Joey's a good looking man, but he's probably a great tipper too. A real fucking great tipper. And she rolled her eyes at him and one smiled off at Joey. So when June leaves, Randy tells Joey, like, look, man, I am working. The woman that the chick that you just saw me talking to, she said that she had a front row seat and Haley's mugging. So I'm doing what I need to do, boy. Joey was like, and well, she wasn't much help. Randy tells him the way that she described the guy could have been half the damn city. I mean, it happened way too fast for her to get a snapshot of her with a pic, with a phone and everything. He says, but I'm still working on the boss. God, busy street, broad daylight. Somehow, some way, the truth is bound to come out. He leans into Randy. Randy looks like, oh shit. So we're back with Bill and Haley. Elon was like, we received a 911 call this morning. So whoever they found, it was a vagrant who was fussing with some people in the park, and then he was passed out on the damn park bench somewhere. And they searched his ass, and they found Haley's driver's license. That bitch, Lynette, is dangerous. Haley just spits out threats, but Lynette is like quick with her venom. You know what I'm saying? She's a cobra. Haley's a little garden snake. But that bitch Lynette is a damn fucking king cobra. Shall I say queen cobra, honey? I mean, Haley is shocked as fuck. She's like, that's good news. So Elon wants her to come down and see if she recognized the mother. So they hang up, and so Bill was like, let's go. So she was like, honey, you don't need to come with me. He was like, the hell I don't. She talking about she ain't scared no more. Girl, just 24 hours ago. I mean, what if I never get over this, Bill? And what if I? So she was like, you ain't got to come with me. I'm not scared anymore. And you have lunch with Chelsea. He said, who will understand? She will. Chelsea will get that shit. Babe, look, I don't want to be the reason why you bail on your daughter. And besides, you two are really in a good place. Finally. Besides, I'm not your child bride, no matter how many times Danny calls me that. Yes, you is, girl. The rascals say you is. I can handle myself, she tells him. He said, that ain't the fucking point. It's exactly the point. I'll check this out and to think. Tonight, we could be making love in our own bed, babe. Girl. She did say that Bill was good in bed. Although he's an old man, she said he was definitely good. But I think she had her sights set on Joey when she first came to town. And just like butter, baby, in her hands, he was like, all right now, all right. You go ahead and handle that, but you call me the second you walk out of there. He's so weak to her. But I think he's taking a mental note, y'all. He was like, this bitch done set up this whole robbery. I know it was Lynette who did it. And now all of a sudden she was scared. Now all of a sudden she changed her mind. He said he probably be like, the only reason why I decided not to do it because I knew Chelsea and I were doing it. We need to talk. So I feel like he's taking a mental note of this shit or recording. He has a camera in there somewhere. Somebody got to have a camera because if Kat did that in season 1, I cannot see Bill not doing it in season 2. Or at least Caroline got something in that office. And you see, after he kissed her, he gave her a look like she turned her back. She's like, this. He looking like her like this bitch. She think I'm fucking dumb. Ooh, he knows something, y'all. He does. Okay, so she gets in the hallway and she sends a text to Disguise Boutique. And it says Uptown in 10 minutes. So of course that's Randy, I'm sure. Like I said, we're gonna do the red door, but we ain't talking. I don't give a fuck about what they talking about over there. I mean, like I said, if they say something profound, cool. So we're back at the red door. But love seeing Tide. Hey Tide. So they moved Tide from the back table to the front so he could be front and center. So they did find out because remember Martin had called Vernon while the girls were over there with Mama Nita. And Kat was like, yeah, taking her cancer public. I'm not surprised. And Martin was like, neither am I. So yeah, it's good that she's gonna do that, but whatever else they're gonna talk about, honey, I don't care. Yeah, I finally had my ceiling finished in my extra room and everything. So again, I didn't have to pay out of pocket. And when I tell you I have dust every damn where, everywhere. Can y'all recommend to me what I need to get? I think I looked on what ChatGPT told me I need to get an air purifier with a Hemi filter. So I did order one, but when I tell you, The only place that is not is like in my bedroom and my bathroom because I had those doors closed. But it's all on my desk and my on my rug. I'm gonna have to do so much dusting and cleaning and stuff. Um, computer little, whatnots I got in here. So what else can I get y'all? Like a big air purifier filter. Because I have a small house. So give me y'all suggestions in the comments below. Y'all know I depend on y'all so much. So Martin was like, "Yeah, Anita is anticipating a leak. Somebody's gonna talk about it." So, like Kat says, like I told you, live your Pope from Scandal. Get in front of that shit, and then you take the power back. You ain't got to wait for nobody to tell your story. I'm gonna tell it, bitch. So yeah, and Smitty was like, "Yeah, raising awareness of the cancer, and then also turning that pain into power." So she's not going to record it in DC. She's going to record it in New York, and then they're going to air it later on. So and Kat was like, yeah, it's probably because of her chemo schedule. So yeah, wherever Kat is standing, like I tell you, this microphone hollow sound is getting on my damn nerves. It sounds like she's in the hallway talking to them. Martin, wherever the microphone is closer to downstage. Downstage is when you're closer to where the cameras and stuff are, where the crew, we don't see them. That's downstage. So if they're standing closer to downstage, then you can hear them more. But when you're standing back there near the damn dining room table, Kat sounds like she in the hallway somewhere. So everybody's planning on going over there to check on them before they leave. Smitty said, I ain't going. So, I guess Kat felt that the vibe was off with Martin and Smitty. She said, let's go upstairs and check on that project girl. So they go up the stairs to nowhere. Y'all remember the girl who plays Samantha. Did I share her video on here? I can't remember if I shared it as a story or not. But she shows that once they go up them stairs, it's like a wall. Ain't nothing there. So Martin asked Smitty while they gone, it's like, what the fuck? You ain't going with us? What's going on? So just tell Anita and the family, I love him and stuff. So Martin was like, is this about this damn story you're chasing? I can't, well, yeah, discuss it. Yeah, right. So you're going to let everything slide, whatever, honey, even including family. I thought we made this decision before. I guess it only involved me. He meant that for Martin. Smitty didn't mean that for himself because remember, he hadn't been working. So yeah, I don't like that. So he was like, trust me, if you knew who I'd be letting down, you wouldn't want me to walk away. Smitty tells his mate. All right, so we see Ren. I think that's Ren and Jake. I call Jake. When he got the hat on. I don't know why he just didn't shave his head. He wearing earrings, honey. It's like whatever. Jake got his hoodie on. So Ren gives him an envelope, and so Ren tells him, "Bonus, like I promised. Your little point, your little pep talk work. Point guy's been quieter than a church mouse." This young man, he does a lot of acting. I just followed him on IG. I can't remember his name, but he's been in the game for a long time. I think somebody else told me that you guys seen him on one of Tyler Perry shows. So they getting they coin. I appreciate the bonus. So now that I passed my first test, when am I gonna get my first assignment? Cause the envelope is packed with some money on. He pulled out $100. It's like, yeah, I mean, just slow down, bruh. Slow down. Okay, so Ren was like, I'm gonna do this as soon as I make this call, right? You'll get your first assignment right after you do this. So Ren walks away and makes a call, and so the next thing we go back to Orphe Jeans, and it's Joey's phone calling, ringing. I said, "What the fuck is Joey? Is it Joey?" Nah, honey, it's Bill calling Joey. I was like, Beyond the Gates, y'all was trying to fool us. I got you. I believe it. I read what you're putting down. I'm picking up what you're putting down. All right. So Joey answers the phone and said, "You got an update?" Bill was like, Actually, I got one for you. Guy's in jail." And so Joey was like, "How the fuck did that happen? Because my guy's been beating the pavement with no fucking luck." He was like, "Well, the cops got luckier. They caught the man with the Haley's wallet and her license." So Joey was like, "Well, what about the ring?" "It's gone." "Well, that's a shame. But at least you and the missus will sleep easier." Bill was like, "Oh yeah, we definitely will." So Joey hangs up with Bill and calls Marcel and leaves him a message. "Malone, give me a call. I'm curious about something." So yeah, it was Haley. She asked Randy to come meet her at Uptown. So Randy comes in. I really like that jacket on him. One of y'all mentioned that white jacket that he has on is really cute. It's real cute on him. I love it. I love it. So he was like, "So we're back here again, cuz? I mean, damn, we just left here earlier, you know?" He was like, "Well, since when did your bodyguard slash ball and chain let you out in the streets solo? Just tell me it was you." He was like, "What was me? The guy that they locked up today. They found my wallet and my license in his pockets." He's like, nah, that wasn't me." "Then who?" He says, "Bitch, you know who. And you know she don't do nothing for free." He says, I'm willing to bet that Lynette found some poor sip passed out on the fucking bench, slid your ID in his pocket, called 911, and act like he was threatening her ass. "But they record 911 calls." He was like, "Bitch, has that ever stopped that bitch before?" No. "Honey, you ain't the only one that keeps fake IDs on rotation." "Yeah, yeah, that's true." With her whole fake telemarketing voice. Yeah, that's what the bitch is bad. Randy was like, "Oh yeah," and that tired southern housewife accent. "Oh help, help. I just been robbed in the park and I was just here." Did I do that, girl? Y'all. "Oh help, help, help me, please. Officer, please help me." Child. They have a picture of the culprit. And he looked like one of this guy I do plays with. I guess he got a picture from Joey or somebody that who he get the picture from. He looked like he was some homeless dude. Boy, you better have a role on here as a homeless guy. So Randy gives him her phone, gives her his phone, and he was like, "There you go. Now you got a face that you could point the fuck out in the lineup." That man, he's not a threat to anyone. He said, "Look, better him than you. You don't have the moral high ground to stand on." He was like, "Look, yeah, you scam people for a living, bitch. Yeah, sharks, fat cats, financial bros. That man's got nothing. He ain't got shit." He was like, "Look, the prison, they will give him every damn thing," Randy says. "Three hots in a cot, a roof, everything." He was like, "Maybe he might even get streaming if he fucking lucky." Y'all know what three hots in the cots is. I ain't been to jail, but this is what I heard. Three hot meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and a cot is a bed. So at least he'll have that, especially if he's homeless. So she was like, "Okay, so now you're sending men to prison as a charity program. Now you got a heart, girl, whatever." He was like, "Look, I ain't in it. It wasn't my play." "Mine either. Lynette was the one pulling the string." He says, "And her ass is going to swear up and fucking down that that is the main, right? So you ain't got no choice. And she gonna put that guy away to make sure she keep your ass on a short leash. And you best believe that bitch is gonna be keep yanking it harder and harder. So she can choke the shit out of you like how Nicole did to Leslie in that damn Morphe jeans that day." "Nah, she needs us the same way we need her. She's not dumb enough to just cut me off. Not when it'll mess up her whole bag." So Randy was like, "Bitch, I hope you right. Because we got a whole lot riding on this shit." So we're at Bill's office and we see Chelsea. She literally is like skating through that hallway to him. She runs right in there and gives him a hug, like a huge hug. He was like, "Oh, wait a minute, baby girl. What did I do to deserve this?" "Oh, please, like you don't know. The fellowship that Madison turned down somehow just happened to relocate to DC with the shiny new benefactor footing the bill." He's like, Well, you expect me to believe it was what, some cosmic miracle?" "Oh, well, wow. It sounds like to me that this benefactor sounds like a pretty stand-up guy. It's news to me." Bill, sorry if you heard my alarm. It is the next day. It's not Monday. It's Tuesday morning. Me and Sir were just sitting here chit chatting and last night, and just it was 10 o'clock before I looked up, and it was a hard Monday. It was just busy, 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 busy. So I'm going to get this up today. Of course I do. Hey, since when don't you take credit for your good deeds, Dad? Especially since they've been so few and far in between lately. He says, "Look, all I want to know is that my baby girl got everything she needs to make her happy. I'm the same with my kids. I'm the same. I can't even lie." "And you're willing to move heaven, earth, and a research center to make it happen?" Now let me make sure I tell y'all I ain't rich like Bill. I'll help out. I ain't creating no cosmic miracles like that like did. So he was like, "Huh, how did Madison react?" "Over the moon. She thought that she had to give up what she loved to stay close. And now she gets both, the dream and the dream girl." That says a lot about her," he said. I mean, willing to walk away from such a great opportunity. She must really love you. She does. And I love her back. Enough that I was willing to let her fly like a bird halfway across the world. And now the stars have aligned. And I have my thoughtful, generous, and, believe it or not, humble dad to thank. Bitch, Madison ain't gonna like that shit. Mm-mm. She'll be grateful, but she's not gonna like it. He was like, well, oh, forget all of that. My daughter's thanks is thanks enough. Well, I'm taking you to lunch, and I'm not taking no as an answer. So she gets his coat and puts on his coat on her poppy. And he was like, hey, well, who am I to argue? You're the boss. So she gets a click click. Those little click click texts, it trips me out. She said, oh, well, don't hate me. I may have to reschedule. He was like, wait a minute, everything all right? I'm not sure. Mom wants me at Grand's. Sounds like something big is about to happen. So we see everybody's over at Grand's, and so Samantha is there hugging her great great. Oh, my darling, darling girl. Martin, Cat, thank you so much. You don't have no any idea what this means to me. So Samantha was like, honey, you don't have to thank us. You know what, we would definitely be here no matter what. I have done hundreds of interviews in my lifetime, speaking in front of cameras about various films, albums, causes, projects that had nothing to do with me personally. But this is the first time the spotlight has been turned on my own crisis. And I will tell you, it is a very uncomfortable feeling. But having you all here to see me off, that's the only thing that makes it all bearable. We'll only be gone a few hours, Vernon said. Everything is set up. And so Nicole says, you'll have Daddy, but some of us can travel with you. Well, your mother has a different request. Will you all listen from here together? I tried to see the taping. I tried to have you see the taping, but I just want you to hear what I say. So if something leaks, Martin was like, say less. We'll be ready. We can do that, right, y'all? Y'all better say right. Fake cat. I told you, Gran. I told you, honey, that I will not miss another chance to be here for you. Yeah, because your selfish ass don't have the BRCA gene and shit. Kat was very selfish earlier this year. I didn't like that. She says, like what I just said, I learned that lesson the hard way after Mardi Gras. And so Anita was like, that's right, bitch, and I'm gonna hold you to that. I had well, Sir was over here and he was showing me a lot of people who went to Mardi Gras TikTok videos. Bitch, I didn't know they was throwing out TVs. BGS. Damn big ass TVs, like the one I'm watching my show on. I'm like, y'all better hope that the glass don't break. Are those real? Because I mean, the way that they throw those TVs, they look like they're like empty boxes. So y'all let me know. I think somebody did mention that you live in New Orleans and you do Mardi Gras because I still want to go. Either next year or the year after that, but I definitely want to at least partake in that and bring home a TV. Shit, I don't need no TV. But do they actually throw out TVs and air fryers and stuff? Let me know that in the comments below. Or that's something new that they started doing? Yeah, let me know, y'all. I just wish that you didn't feel forced into this, Nicole says. Honey, Neil was like, no one forces me. You know that, girl. But the timing isn't ideal. I would have rather gone public when it was a story of victory and the battle had been fought and won and all of this was behind me. But life don't damn wait for perfect endings. It sure don't, girl. But vanity has a part in this too. I want to do this shit while I still look and feel like a star. I'm sorry, like a star. Naomi and Chelsea are on their way. This is Danny. Because I was wondering why she wasn't in the great room with everybody. So she must have been on the phone. Danny, everyone, I want to make something perfectly clear. Now I'm gonna tell y'all something. When I do these lines and stuff through the microphone, and thank y'all for loving the voices. That's why I want to be different. Whenever there's an action that somebody does it, I'm doing it too. So like when she reached behind her to grab Daddy's hand, why the fuck am I reaching behind me too? Like somebody's here. Girl, Shar is just so silly, girl. So she tells him, I am not discussing the hereditary aspect of this. She says, I told them motherfuckers that any questions about the BRCA gene is off limits. I don't want the damn world combing through our bloodline. I want to protect your privacy, and it's bad enough that I'm shifting the focus from your re-entry to modeling, she says to Danny, and your re-election campaign, she says to Martin. And Chelsea Cat, Danny was like, "Mother, please, none of that shit matters." Martin was like, "Nobody ain't thinking about none of that shit," and Cat was like, "You are what matters to us." That was cool how they did like a slow pan. Each person said their lines. Danny said hers, Martin said his, and Cat said hers. Cute. And that's the truth, Vernon says. This family is behind you, baby, 100%. And we couldn't be prouder. What the fuck you looking at? This is Ren talking to damn Jake in the alleyway with all the graffiti and shit. So Jake was like, "Man, I just want to make sure the serial numbers is not in order, all right?" Of course they're not, Ren said. "Motherfucker, cash is clean, Nick. Unmarked. We professionals here." "Yeah, yeah, don't hurt the check. Too many guys get caught slipping out here." And Ren was like, "You know what, Nick? I like that you did that shit." I tell you, Jacob tried to be all hard. Oh, hell. Jacob, you a middle class young man, honey. You ain't got no hood or thug in you at all. And Ren was like, "The last fool was sloppy. Sloppy get your ass caught up real quick." He said, so Jacob got his phone out. Ding ding. Pickup's ready. Ren was like, all right, cool, cool, cool. Remember, motherfucker, you ain't see nothing. Your ass don't say nothing. Just move the package. I got you, boss man. Jake said, "I got you, boss man. Don't even worry about that." I ain't gonna lie, man. The way that Jacob sit here talking with his mouth half open, biting in that lip, and that tongue is moving around inside his mouth with that hat turned bite. She go ahead, Jacob. I see you, boy. I see you. I mean. All right, so Naomi and Chelsea finally gets, shows up, and I guess Vernon and Anita had skedaddled, baby. They gone. So Naomi gets there. "I'm sorry, I didn't get here before they left. I had to move some things around." Danny was like, "Honey, that's okay. You'll be here to listen to the interview." And that's really the most important thing to Mother. And Kat tells her, like, "Girl, they just landed at the studios, girl. So if you want to call, boo, now is probably the best time to talk to Granny and them because they found she finna do makeup and be cute. So now, call her ass now." So Naomi was like, "Okay, I'll do that." So she skedaddles and tries to call. So she goes into like the little area over there where they be sitting down on a little couch. So Danny looks at Chelsea's like, "Bitch, don't you want to go get on that call too?" I mean, I will, but I have to ask. Did you know what Dad was up to?" Danny was like, "Shit, up to? Hell, do I want to know?" Danny is so. What I'm telling you, what she told Leslie, she said, "Please, please do something so you can get a restraining order against me, because I can meet you where crazy is, bitch. My sister may not be able to do it, but I'll meet your ass right where you are. I sure will." Ooh, I love that part so much. "Relax, he did a good thing. He went full Daddy Warbucks and did some type of large donation to get Madison's research fellowship moved to DC." So Kat was like, "Bitch, no way. That's literally the best of all worlds. Girl, tell me you dropped this idea in his ear." "No, girl, I was just as shocked as I was. And he refused to take the credit. But I know for a fact that his ass is behind it." Danny was like, "Yep, that's your pappy, honey. He's made his fucking mistakes with me. But when it comes to his girl, he will move damn mountains if he has to." I mean, why do y'all act like y'all staging a fucking intervention? This is Samantha in the living room with grandmother on one side, Nicole, and Pops Martin on the other side because she has her laptop up. I guess now she can work on her project because her focus is better. Martin was like, "Because maybe we is." "Look, your father isn't wrong, okay?" Nicole tell. "It is okay to want to do everything. God knows ambitions runs in this family. And but it's also okay to admit when it's too much. And I think you know that this is one of those times." So they doing they are intervening with her. She's gonna have to cut something back. It might have to be Chelsea Cat. Everything she's got to do the cotillion because that is coming. Um, she's got to do that. She's more passionate about that, but she might have to step back from Chelsea Cat. So Martin tells her, "There's some days, baby, I can't even finish a briefing. I know what it is like. Y'all know you start something, you be like, damn, then you go do something else, and then you stress." Like I had started this video yesterday, but then I sat down. I was like, "All right, boo, what you doing?" That's my friend. Y'all know that's, I mean, of course that's my boyfriend. But first of all, that's my friend. So we've been together for a long time and we can sit down and just joan and talk and laugh for hours. I have to kick him out of here sometimes. He have to kick me out. It's like it's just a shame. How great we talk. It's just a shame. And I talked to him, and then I'm up this morning. I'm trying to get this done before I log in for work. But it happens sometimes, you just get overwhelmed and you do have to sometimes you have to stop and let your body, what they say, recalibrate and get up and do that shit again. So she said, and she has to be the one that has to be there for the patients. It's not as well, though some days, and not too many, but a few, that I let the patients just talk, and then when they close the door, I just go to close the door to my office and I let out a silent scream. Nicole is always trying to be all together. Nicole, you can't do you are the panic mama. She is. So Nicole just confirms with her, tells her that, girl, all of us go through that shit. It's not just unique to you. So she was like, I mean, I get that. So why should I slow the fuck down when none of y'all ain't doing that shit? I mean, so yeah, I mean, Martin did agree, maybe we should slow down, but Nicole was like, the lesson here is just having grace. And that is including giving it to yourself. Yeah, we be so hard on ourselves, honey. And then when we try to juggle so much, something's gonna fall. One of those balls that you're juggling in the air will fall. And we be so hard on ourselves a lot of the time. So Martin was like, and that's why I made the fucking call. So she closes her laptop. She said, okay, Miss Samantha says. Nicole's like, you're not gonna ask what she called. So he called her psych teacher and he told the teacher what was going on with Samantha. So he was like, not the specifics, because that bitch don't need to know our business. We folks, especially as black folks, we don't like for nobody to know our business. We leave it in the house. Don't go out there and tell everybody our business. That's why I'm like, I don't understand. Like sometimes I'll share things with y'all. Y'all don't know everything. But how social media, especially with TikTok, people get on that damn camera and spill. I'm like, in some instances, like that Risa Tisa thing, if y'all don't know about the older adults, this lady had married this fake ass man, and she did like a 50-part series of her marrying this man. He was already married. I mean, he just lied to her. And this girl, not only did she become popular on TikTok, this girl has been signed with an agency. She's doing her story is going to be turned into a movie. It was like, man, if I had the balls, because I know one of the people who the story is regarding is listening. But if I had the balls, my story, y'all, my story. Phew. My boyfriend's like, you should tell it and just change the names. I'm like, man, no matter. Shevitz, I would love to tell my story. Because my story got a lot of twists and turns and deceit and lying and fake. And it's so much. Personally and people, it's so much, y'all. It's so much. But I'd rather live my life through Beyond the Gates. But I will tell you what, my life is way more. Not like that now, but yeah, it was way more drama filled than Damn Beyond the Gates. And I'm sure y'all got some stories too. You ain't got to tell me, honey, because I sure ain't gonna tell you mine. But I'm sure we all got our stories to tell. But I wouldn't want to. I have a good heart, and I would not want to, um, you know, put people's business out there like that, because I do still have a care for people, these folks, and I wouldn't want to do that. That's not my personality, because I ain't that desperate to be discovered, But baby, I can tell you this: a lot of the storylines in this show I've related to a lot of it. So that's why I love this show so much. All right, back to the show. So Samantha was like, "Wait a minute, that's it? I thought you guys were going to tell me I wasn't going to be able to do the clinic, the cotillion, or Chelsea Cat anymore." He was like, "Well, if you continue the way you have, I can't see why you can't." Oh my God, thank you, Bob. Bitch, honey, we at the damn precinct, and Elon is telling Haley that she did her part. I know it was him. Oh, I mean, she got the tissue to her face. I know it was him, without a doubt. So he's reaching for her tiger her tiger coat to give it to her. Oh, gaudy, that gaudy bitch. I don't like her. But she's playing the fuck out of here. What's her name? Makita. Makita, bitch, you playing. I don't know if you ever listen to my shit, honey, but Makita, bitch, you be doing it, girl. You be doing it. So he was like, I'll walk you to your car. What could be safer than a police parking lot? And she has on heels and she's still shorter than him. She's such a little bitty pocket, Polly Pocket. I will be fine, Chief. After seeing him in custody, I can finally breathe. Wait a minute. He says, I do apologize that we can't return your wallet to you just yet. So she was like, procedure? He says it has to be logged into evidence and the prosecution will reach out and explain the process to you. He says, of course, you can lean on your hubby for any legal clarity. Oh, well, don't worry about that. I've already replaced the cards and I assume the cash is gone. It was, he says. What I really wish was that he had my ring, but I'm sure that's just the first thing he unloaded. Yeah, yeah, that would be my guess too. He says, I can't tell you how much this means to me. Because of you, my life is mine again. He says, I'm truly sorry what you've been through. You take care of yourself, Mrs. Hamilton. It's fine, Sil. And guess who pops the fuck up, baby? Lynette in the background. With her leather cape and her printed jacket. So she put on her coat, she turned around and see Lynette's ass standing there. Like, bitch, we all know the real tea. Miss Wise, what a coincidence, she tells Lynette. Lynette was like, bitch, not really. They had me come down, peep the lineup too. Same as you, I gather. Girl, I'm so glad this is over. I gotta get this picture of her. I be pausing at the most awkward moments. She's another one of them damn eyes being her damn head. Let me take this picture. It was such a relief knowing that this fucking nightmare is over. She's looking around her shoulder. I was on my way to check out of the hotel. So wait a minute. Lynette was like, bitch, check out. I really hope you ain't expecting me to check out too, bitch. They now that they caught the culprit, bitch, you might as well. Girl, I was just starting to get comfortable, Lynette says. The room service, they know me by my name, girl. So we go get a flashback with Randy talking about this is Lynette's doing. She gonna be yanking that chain, blah blah blah. Well, you've done so much to save my life, so you stay as long as you want. I'll take over payment, and no need to trouble Bill with any of the details. So she said, well, bitch, since you brought up Bill, I do remember that there is something that you can trouble him with. Look, girl, I still haven't found the right moment. Bitch, Lynette says, look, I don't have time for fucking excuses. She says, look, bitch, I'm fine. Like Navarro Tomas is fine for traffic tickets. That's what he's good for. But bitch, I'm staring down serious prison time right now. So you want to have him be a lawyer for some traffic tickets? Yes. But this shit, no, I don't, I need somebody else. She says, I need a fucking big dog, and that's fucking Bill. And Bill, knowing his ass, if Danny rejects him and Haley is getting on his nerve, if Lynette feels that empty space, you know, he gonna start liking her ass. Now is not the time. When thanks to your fucking mugger, now is a more better time than ever, and you got that nigga wrapped around your fucking finger. And with your attacker being damn custody, bitch, he must be so relieved, ain't he? He is. Then it's the perfect fucking time. She seemed like she's the one in charge. Although Haley was the one who taught her, Lynette seems like she's the one who's in charge. Val, we already know who, Val. Val looks like she followed Lynette, although Lynette might have been younger than her, or maybe Lynette learned a lot from Val. But nah, this bitch, yeah, she's on a whole different tilt. All right, we're at the CBS Morning News, and we see that Anita is there looking beautiful in her breast cancer awareness red with the ribbon, her beautiful gray bob side part. It's beautiful on her. And so we were in the throes of Christmas and there was so much going on, she tells Gail. And you know how it is, girl. And I told myself that I would put off my wellness exams, including my mammogram, until sometime down the road. Well, maybe the earlier part of 2026. I met Shar, and I'm just kidding. When things wind down. Now, why everybody's look like they listen sitting around a transistor radio? Is it because Vernon is playing it on his phone, and they're listening to like through a little Bose computer thing? Is that what they're doing? They look cute listening to it, everybody, it's cute. I said that shit. And I was talking to a friend of mine, Laura. Y'all know Laura, Justice for Laura, who was keeping all the balls in the air for me. Remember, I just said that shit. I'm telling you, I didn't see this show. I just said that about juggling balls. Didn't I say that? And something's gonna drop. Didn't I say that? Why can I not remember, figure out when I'm gonna be a millionaire? This damn story is so predictable. I'm telling y'all, they need to write. They need to hire me. All of y'all, somebody out there knows somebody in the background. I know you do. She said that Laura gave me the nudge that I needed, and that small push changed everything. See, Laura is where is she? We ain't seen her this year. What the fuck is Laura? Shit. Gail was like, "Well, I'm thinking that, honey, we all need a Laura in our lives. So tell us what happened next." You better remember your lines, Gail. That's 70 something, y'all. Don't she look fantastic? I mean, all of it. My people who are in their 70s and 60s and stuff, y'all look so good. Y'all need to give us what the tea is. Let me know what I need to do to keep myself going. Because so many people transitioning at 70. Like my mom passed at 74, 75. My neighbor, she passed at 74. Now I'm like, no, I want to hit 100. What let the gospel song say? 99 and a half won't do, baby. I want 100. Well, that mammogram led to an ultrasound, and that ultrasound led to a biopsy. All the while, I'm telling myself, it ain't nothing, girl. Millions of women have biopsies, and they get good news. And that's the truth. I wasn't deluding myself, but in my case, but before Christmas, I was diagnosed with triple negative breast cancer. It's very aggressive kind of cancer that disproportionately affects younger women, BRCA1 mutation carriers, and black women. So getting news like that during a holiday, Gail says, had to be heartbreaking for you. But yeah, it was. But then the doorbell rings, honey, and the gifts get exchanged. And in a way, the timing could not have been more perfect. Because at that moment, there was nothing that I needed more than to be surrounded by my family and to show them beyond a shadow of a doubt how much they mean to me. Vernon and I thank God each and every day for our blessings. And being wrapped up in family and holiday cheer during such a terrifying time was actually truly a blessing. So Christmas comes and it goes. You know how that's what girl talks. Christmas comes and it goes. So did you start treatment right after that? Yes, I had my port inserted just after the new year. And I have gone through several rounds of chemo, and when that's done, assuming that the tumor has decreased in size, I'll undergo surgery. And that's the hard part, Gail says, because now it's the wait and see. Now I love that she has her script literally right there on her lap. I'm sure she's reading her lines. I mean, how much time does she probably have to prepare to know it off the top of her head? Yeah, she's probably learned it, but that's her script, honey. That's her script. But one thing I'm certain of, if I had waited to be screened, even for a few months, my chances of success would be far less. That's why Naomi's asked me to say something. Is that the reason why you chose to tell your stories on your terms and come forward today? I know that there are women who are watching this TV set right now who have put off their mammogram because it's inconvenient and because it's uncomfortable. Yeah, they be pancaking them damn Titars, honey. But it's worth it. It's definitely worth it. I hope that my story will give them the push that they need, she says. And if it's not you, then it's someone you love. Then nudge them, because she's looking at us in the camera. Call, make the appointment, drive them. We have to be diligent and do whatever it takes because cancer doesn't wait for us to be ready. Yes, you better say that. It don't. Nope. And it certainly doesn't disappear if we try to hide from it. We have to be on the lookout, we have to take precautions, and we have to face it head on. Well, if somebody who is, well, this is very hard to say, fighting for their life, Gail said. Like I said, it's hard to say. She tried to be all deep. What else should we think about? What else should we do you think? I think that we put too much emphasis on the beginnings and endings of things. Books, TV shows, movies, and we forget that it's the middle we need to be mindful of. The song turns on its chorus. In terms of, Gil says, support, it's critical. I'm thinking that having your family right there, Gil says, beside you during this battle. To me, that seems key, but what does it mean to you? They have been everything that I've needed, Anita says. And I have needed all the things, baby. Comfort and strength, tears and laughter, bad jokes and good music. They are carrying me through this harsh winter of fear and pain. And if I make it through this, I should say when I make it through this, because I have every intention of doing so. They will be the reason why. And Samantha's touching the little radio box and says, "Love you, great grand." Oh, where's Tyrell? Shit. You're off the hook. We're back at Orphe Jeans. This is Joey talking with Randy because Randy came back to the table. And so Randy's like, "What?" Malone says they scooped up our guy. Turns out he's a real piece of work. Randy was like, "Must be." Instead of laying low, he decided to threaten another woman. She called 911, and he was either too drunk or too stoned to even run. Now, while he's talking, they're showing a very wide shot of June in the background, acting like she's wiping off the cake box, whatever, cake glass. And I'm sure that if June sees that picture of that guy, she probably know him. She gonna say, "He ain't do that. That man ain't steal that. I know him, and that man wouldn't hurt a fly. I bet you." Well, I'm gonna keep watching. I'm gonna keep watching, but I have a feeling she knows exactly who that is. Because remember, she was on the streets for years, so she probably know who that guy is. So Randy was like, "Damn!" Found all the evidence in his back pocket. "These streets will chew you up if you don't move," Randy said. "Well, I don't think he'll be thinking about moving anytime soon," Joey said. "I think it's going to be a very long time before Wesley Hammer breathes free air again. And I told you, like fucking clockwork." June was coming from behind the counter to go to the next table near them to start wiping off. When she heard his name, she stopped and looked. "And good riddance," he said. She said, "Hold the fuck up. What name did you say again?" "I know Wesley, but we call him Sledge." Randy was like, "You mean a sledgehammer? Come on now." She's like, "Honey, Sledge is a big old softy. See? He wouldn't hurt anybody," she says. He says, "Well," Joey says, "except for Haley Hamilton, apparently this other woman." No, she says, "I don't believe that shit. Not for 1 second. I told you." She gonna say he wouldn't hurt a fly. It might not be those words, but I knew she was gonna know him. Randy talking about, "Yeah, people do things that you don't expect every day. Big softies do snap too. Yeah? Not Sledge, honey. I know the man, and that ain't him." She giving him the side eye. "I know him. That ain't that." She said, "Looks like the cop has got it wrong on this one, and oh shit." We in back in the alleyway. I'm gonna have to let this be my thumbnail. And Smitty is there in a hoodie, meeting with Jacob. Looks like somebody's getting into character. Smitty talking about, "Yeah, I didn't want to blow your cover in case anyone wandered around." Smitty, really? Oh my God. So he asked Jacob, how did he get the point guy to loosen up? He said, "I just told him the truth. Told him these guys don't waste time. And if they stonewall me, they send somebody who won't stop with words." He was like, "That's not bad. Maybe this whole good cop thing is more bite than you thought, huh?" That's what Smitty tells Jacob. Why am I thinking this is funny with just Smitty looking like that? I mean, he looked like he could be a bad. I look like a more of a drug user, but Smitty. So Jacob shows him that he got his bonus money and his first gig. "Did you see anything?" Smitty says. "A warehouse. I got the address. I parked the truck. I never got out. I had the keys to a guy named Angelo, 6 feet tall. Hold on. Let me write this down." Smitty said. "White, brown, and brown. Guess brown hair, brown eyes. Left ear full of studs. right bicep has a thorn tat on there. How's the fam? He says. Well, you'll see it on the news. Anita and Gail King. He said, what? She went public about the cancer? Man, I wish I would have could have been there for Naomi. Well, man, that's what we're doing here matters too, Smitty says. Not really. I mean, they could have gotten other people to handle that, Smitty. So he's gonna run the Angelo lead and see if anything shakes out on what he gave him. So he leaves. Thank you for making this happen, Gail, on such short notice. Say that 3 times. We're back at the show, CBS this morning. Okay, so does Gail still have her lines in her hand? Let's see. I can't believe. I'm so honored that you reached out to us, Anita, because I can't stop thinking about what you've been through. And we look at you and you look so good, and I meant it when I say you look damn good. But you do look damn good. Oh, thank you, girl. Thank you. Well, I know the courage that you showed here really matters, Gail said. I promise you, I guarantee you that in the coming weeks, women are going to write us. They're going to write us, they're going to call us, they're going to tell us that they got tested and maybe even got treatment because of you. I hope so, girl. Because even if it's just one woman that was spared, then it was worth every word. I'll just say, honey, I know so. So her and Gail squeeze hands. Oh. And just please know that we're all rooting for you, girl. And come back when it's all over, Gail said. I will, Anita says. So we're back at the house, and so Danny tells Sissy she didn't seem nervous at all, like she was talking to an old. I'm sorry, like she was talking to an old friend. Nicole says, "For Lawless, honey." So we see Chelsea doing something on her Chelsea Cat page. Every time I think it's impossible to love or admire my grandmore, wrong again. Her interview will be out soon. Stay tuned, Chelsea fam. You really won't want to miss it. I hope that Naomi is pregnant because that's the only way that's going to force her to tell about what's going on. So she gets a text from Jacob and he texts on the burner phone that he missed her. Oh. So Danny takes a call in the foyer and it's Bill. Tell me that everything went okay with Anita's interview. She says it was beautiful, but that's not why I'm calling. I wanted to thank you for what you did for Chelsea and Madison. That's what she tells Bill. Well, wasn't too sure how you're going to take it. I thought that you might accuse me of being manipulative. Because you were. But one for once, you used your powers for good instead of for evil. So while she's talking, we see Naomi slowly walking behind her, approaching her. She said, I just wish I thought of it. This Braca bullshit has knocked me flat in more ways than I care to admit. That's how Naomi's listening to her mammy. That's what's going to cause her to even pause even more. So she says she's been so focused on what it could do to her future that she stopped noticing what's happening in her present. She says, but you didn't. Hey, he says, hey, stop beating yourself up. You hear me, girl? Now you need to do whatever you need to do to get through this shit, all right? I got you, Danny, always. So while he says that, we hear Haley coming through with her half a black eye. She's like, this motherfucker, I got beat in the fucking face. And you still is holding on to this bitch. And so we get a public service announcement with Tamara Tooney. I need to make sure I said name. Her name is Tamara Tooney and Gail King. And they're talking about the breast cancer, awareness and things like that at the end. And that is the end of episode number 86, season 2, Beyond the Gates. Let's get this all mashed together. And I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.